This is called a brand within a brand, because you're too young to own your own firm or your own company, or you're not accomplished enough yet, but you become the such and such person at the firm. You with me? And then if you become that person within the firm, pretty soon you become that person in your city or in your county or in the state of Michigan, right? And your sphere of influence grows over time because your reputation is starting to grow. And when you have a brand within a brand, you become an entity that people want to be close to. They want you on their committee. They want to hire you. They want you to write an article for their blog, right? Or they want you to speak at their event. And this is how it gets going. These are the only two ways, ladies and gentlemen: speaking and writing. Speaking's the harder one. Writing's the harder one. Speaking's the easier one. So let's get it going. Now, there is another thing that you can do to get both of these things going, and that is just a simple reach out. It used to be simpler, but now it's becoming complicated, and maybe some young people on the call can educate me on this. When I was Katie's age, at age 23, if I wanted to call somebody on the phone, guess what I would do? I would call them. But today, there is a big thing, like, I don't know if it's call reluctance or what the hell's going on. Garrett's smiling. Pedro's smiling. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Take yourselves off mute and explain this phenomenon to me. Why don't people make phone calls anymore?
I don't actually know. I'm a call guy. If I need to solve something, I'm just going to call and resolve it. But I have a lot of friends who don't like calling at all. So it is a struggle. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Garrett, what's your theory?
Yeah, I've actually thought a lot about this when my undergrad classes, and it's just with the huge technological like boost and what everything's going on. I feel like people are just getting more distance socially. It's no different than how people back then, if you wanted to go over to someone's house, you just go up to their door and knock. Nowadays, it's people texting each other saying, "Hey, I'm outside," and it's just totally different. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something really interesting, but
I'm drilling down on this for a minute because I do know a bit of advice that's going to help you, but I want you to sit in the psychology for a minute about what exactly is happening. So everybody has a phone. I'm holding my phone one day and I get a text from somebody who asked me if it would be okay if they call me. This happened a long time ago. It's since happened hundreds of times, right? So people text me to see if it would be okay to call me. So what do you think I text back? Sure, I'm available right now. And what do they text back? Well, can I make an appointment with you? One guy called me, I'm talking to him on the phone, and he says, would it be okay if we talk sometime? I'm like, how about now? And I must have caught him by surprise because he had nothing. He wanted to make an appointment. And what I'm trying to tell you is you can separate yourself from the rest of the pack by just dialing the friggin' phone, everybody. Lots of people have their phone number in their LinkedIn profile. I do. You don't have to hit me up on an appointment to call me. And if I don't know who you are, like it is true, like I'm one of those people, I don't answer strange numbers. But if you leave me voicemail and you're a decent person, I'll call you back. That's how I roll. And I think a lot of people are like this. Question?
A good comment, and I hope you don't mind, Lori, that I bring it up because I wanted to kind of elaborate. She said it's about respecting other people's time.
Okay.
Yeah. And to elaborate on that, I just add that I don't know if the person I'm phoning is in the middle of something and they can mentally engage with whatever I'm going to throw at them. So I'm asking them that when they have the capacity, let's connect and discuss something. And I experienced that on the incoming side. I'm working on something for client A and the phone rings and it's client B and they want to take me in this direction.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the ball on client A.
Okay. Do you, and Lori, everybody's different. Of course, you can decide how you want to manage your own thing. There was a guy by the name of Gordon Matthews who invented a thing called voicemail about 30 years ago. and he's dead now. But Gordon Matthews is rolling over in his grave, wondering why people don't use voicemail. Because the person A, you can stay on the phone with person A, you see it's person B, and you go, well, I don't want to talk to person B right now. It'll go to voicemail, I'll call him later. And that's what I do. And you're right, everybody's different. But I will bet you all the money in my front left pocket, if you just start reaching out to people, you're going to get more connections than aggravated people. And if they get aggravated, they're aggravated at themselves for picking up the phone. Why would they do that if they didn't want to talk to you? Mm-hmm. So I'm just telling you, Lori, having been around a while, this is not how it was 10 years ago. It's a new thing. And it's not good for somebody who's trying to make book. You know what I mean by make book? In the old days, we used to have this thing called the Rolodex, and you put people's business cards in it, and you'd spin it to find it. Now it's contact lists on your phone. So if you're trying to build your contact list, you have to start calling people. You have to start saying hey and reaching out. And I think we're doing it wrong. This is what I'm getting at. And then I'm going to tell you the solution. Like on LinkedIn, that's a big thing, a big place for people to go to make contacts. So the thing on LinkedIn now, and I get 10 of them a day. Apparently I'm a target. is if people would go LinkedIn, they go, and the message is something, you can tell it's a copy paste because they're trying to save time. I don't blame them. And the copy paste is, hey, Michael, your job looks really interesting. I'm trying to make contacts, and I just thought it would be fun for us to, chat by phone sometime. Would you be open to doing that? And guess what the answer is, Lori? No, the answer is no. So why did they put that in their chat? It's so you know how many, like I have, I think 6,000 connections on LinkedIn. I wish I had time to talk to all of them, but I don't. But it's that fake thing. It's that artificial, why would I want to talk to you? I don't even know who you are. So we have to figure this out if it's going to serve us. When you reach out to people, you reach out for a reason. So instead of reaching out to call them, you reach out to what? Compliment them. That's what I wanted to tell you tonight. So on LinkedIn, instead of offering a chance to talk to a total stranger about who knows what, I can't tell what it's about sometimes, just compliment them and see if they ping it back. It's tennis, everybody. You hit the ball over the net and you wait for them to hit it back. And if they don't hit it back, they don't want to talk to you. If the compliment is sincere and well-founded, they'll reply, and because they're a decent person. And that's who you want in your book, decent people. Make sense, Lori?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. So on LinkedIn, everybody, you need 500 contacts to go pro. If you don't have 500 contacts, like HR departments are looking at your, like you go into your interview and you go, yeah, I'm a people person. And they go to your LinkedIn and you only have 195 contacts, something's not right. They want to see 500 plus. They don't show the number over 500, by the way. It just says 500 plus. That's why it's called going pro. So load it up. Get it going. And LinkedIn is the only social media platform where you can actually search city and title. So let's say you're in sales. You can type in Michigan sales, and guess who comes up in the search? You can't do that on Facebook. You can't do it on Twitter. You certainly can't do it on Insta. So figure it out. Go to LinkedIn and just try to ingratiate yourself with people that can hire you. I'm in the speaking business, so I want to meet meeting planners. And the initials after the meeting planners' names are CMP. Those 3 letters never show up anyplace else in the English language. So I go to LinkedIn and I type CMP. You can do it right now in your browser. You type CMP Michigan and all the meeting planners in Michigan come up. And I just start reaching out to them with compliments. Guess what the compliment is for somebody I don't know? Has anybody done this? Well, first of all, let's get behind the psychology of it. Is it okay for me to compliment somebody I don't know? Yes or no? Thumbs up if it's true. I especially want to hear from you if you disagree. Is it weird? Creepy? There's a chance, by the way, the person finds the compliment creepy. 100% chance. I'll deal with that then. Most people will accept the compliment, especially if it's well grounded. So the compliment is something like this, and it's always sincere. Either I heard good things about you or I heard good things about your company. So the safe one is company. I've heard good things about your company. Thanks for all you do to keep the standard high in the industry. That's the message. You can have it. Copy paste it. It works like a charm. And they don't get many messages like that. They get a ton of messages that say, hey, I sure would like to call you so we can chat about something and I can pitch. That's really what that's about. But when you leave that compliment, they go, this is a sincere person. This is something that somebody that's not taking the normal route on LinkedIn, the cheesy route. And you'll find that you can develop dialogue with people that way. Don't push too hard on your pitch, is my point. Okay? So pick up the phone and call people and don't go on and on in your voicemail. Be very sincere. 60 seconds, 150 words. You should be able to articulate in 60 seconds. My name is so-and-so. I hear good things about you and your company. I'm looking to get started in the business and I have a couple of specific questions to ask. I only need 15 minutes of your time.
Michael, there's a couple comments I wanted to just bring in right now if it's a good time.
Sure.
Hyatt said many people